Hello students, today I am going to explain about the methods and function in Java. Method and function in Java. And also we will understand about the access specifier, return type, method name, method body, method signature, parameter list. This comes under the method declaration. So what is method? Method declaration, and then how to call this method, that only I'm going to explain today. So let's see methods in Java. What is this methods in Java? A method is a collection of a statement that performs some specific task. Means in Java programming, a method having a set of statement. Here it will contain set of a statement which whenever will be executed, it will perform some specific task. So, in simple, you can say that a method is a collection of statements. What is a method? Method is a collection of statements. Method allow us to reuse the code without retyping the code. Suppose one function I made here or one method I made here M1. This M1 can be used by program 1. This M1 can be used by program 2. This M1 can be used by program 3. So in M1 I made a function and that used in P1, P2, P3 and everywhere. Why? How it's possible? Due to the function or method. In real life example, you can take one example. Suppose you have to calculate the average or the fuel consumption of a bike or the average speed of the bike. So what you will do? All the logic you will write in a same function and you will implement this only in the different byte. So with the help of methods we can do it. But in Java program what we will do, we will create a function and we will use this function in the different programs or different places. I will show you. So in simple way we can say that a method is a block of code which perform a particular task. Block of code. Yes, you can say what is function or method. So method or function is a block of code. Nothing else. Simple in one line you can say it's a block of code. How to declare the function and what are the concepts are there, that only we will understand. But before that you understand about the methods. So, in simple way, we can say that a method is a block of code which perform a particular task. I will show you the example in Blue so that it will be clear to you. Next is declaration of a method in Java. How to declare? See, this is a function prototype. Okay, this complete from here to here is known as function prototype. Function prototype means function with declaration. As we know that function is of two types. One is predefined and user defined. So today we are going to discuss about the user defined and predefined functions. We have already understand in the previous videos and lectures only about the math.pow, math.sqr2. These are the predefined methods. But today we are going to understand about the user defined, which user, how the user will define a method, user defined method. So methods having these keywords at the time of declaration of a method, you require these things, and this is the complete declaration of a method. Method means what? Collection of or block of code. So here we will write block of code, and this is the name of function. Name of function is the return type. This is the modifier. This one is the access specifier, and this complete is known as function prototype. What is function prototype? Function prototype, function declaration without body. So this is the function prototype. Now, is it necessary to write function prototype in Java? No. In Java, function prototype is not necessary. But in C language, you have to declare the prototype. But in Java, it's not required. Now understand from the access specifier that why access specifier is necessary in the declaration of function. Access specifier, as we know, that it defines the accessibility of method that which can access or which cannot access. In Java, four type of access specifier are there. Public. If you write here public, it means all the methods can, all the class can access it and everywhere it is accessible. Second one is private. I will explain about the access specifier in the coming lectures, but here only you understand a little bit. Private means this function only can be used inside the class where we have declared this, not outside the class. Modifier is the optional, either you can give here or not, no problem. Access specifier mode protected is also there, that we will use in the inheritance, and default is also there. Four type of access specifier is there, okay, default. So if you will not give anything, so default access specifier will be there. Modifier is the optional, you can give here or not, no problem is there. I will explain about this modifier in the coming lectures, that what is the use of a static keywords in the function declaration. I will explain. The return type, here it is void. Void is the return type. If you don't have to return any value from for the function, you can use here void. But if you want to return the value like integer value, double value, float value, you can use that variables also, but data types also. So simply you can say a function have a capability to return value. If you want to return value from function, use the data type which type of value you want to return. If you don't want to return any value, use the return type as void. Function name, naming conventions, according to that you can give the name of the function, and this one is the parameter list. Parameter list, how many you want you can give here, where with the help of this you can do the manipulation here. Okay, in function it is optional, either you can give or not. If you will not give, so it will call function without parameter, and if you will give the parameter, so it will call function with parameter. Now I'm going to show you the example, okay, of function in BlueJ. Create a new class, function demo. Suppose I have to find the sum of two numbers using function two numbers using user defined function or method. First, import simply class start. Whenever it is required, I will take that class function demo. Whatever the name you want, you can give function demo. Public static void main string. Now, where we declare the function, this is the main method. So, function always in Java, function is always declared inside the class. Okay, always remember this. Function in Java always declared inside the class. So, inside the class I came, and now I'm going to declare a function. Function to accept two numbers. function to accept two numbers and function to find the sum of two numbers. So let's see public void accept user. Now I'm going to accept the value. So scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot and java dot util dot star. After that system dot out dot println enter two numbers. See this how to use the function in Java. So I will declare two variables and I'm going to declare the instance variable here int n1 and n2. N1 equal to sc dot next int, n2 equal to sc dot next int. Okay, now I have a function. So whenever we have to accept two number in this program, simply I will call this accept function. So I made a function. What is the work of this function? The work of this method or function is to accept two numbers. This one is called variable or instance variable. Instance variable. This one is called a member variable also, you can say this member variable, member or instance variable. This one is called member function. Member function because this is function of this class. So a class is a collection of objects. Here n1 n2 is a characteristic, a state, and this one is the behavior of the objects, behavior of the class. Now accept, the work of the accept function is to accept the value. Now one more function I want to declare public void display, where it will display the sum of two numbers. System dot out dot println sum equals to plus n1 plus n2. Now one thing will come in your mind, that why I have declared the variable here, not inside the method. If you will declare inside this int n1 and n2, then it will become the local variable, and local variable a scope will be completed here. So whenever you have to use this n1 n2 outside from this function, and I have used here n1 n2, it's not possible if you will declare here then. So you have to declare outside or inside the class. So that's why I will discuss about the types of variable. Three type of variables are there: instance variable, local variable, and a static variable. I will declare, I will explain about in the coming chapters, but for now you understand function. Now I made two function in this particular program. Now if you will compile this, then what you will get the output? Nothing. You will get the output. Why? Because we know that main method is the entry point of the compiler. So you have to call the method inside the main method. This is called calling or invoking a method. If you will compile this, then no error will be there, no syntax error, but you will not get any output. Want to see? Yes, you will not get any output. you will get nothing. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to call this method or variable inside this function. So how you will call this? By creating object of the class. So what is the name of class? Function demo. Function demo. I will write here function demo. I will create obj, whatever the name you want you can give here. Obj equals to new function demo. I have created the object of the class. Why I have created the object of the class? To call the member variable and member function of a class. So what is the variable n1 and 2? N1 and 2 I have used here, so no need to call n1 and 2. I will call accept. How you will call accept? Through the name or the object name. Obj dot accept. I call this function. Now again obj dot display. Second function is what? Display. So again I will call display. I call this display function. What will happen here? Obj dot accept, obj dot display. Both the function has called, and now first when the compiler here it will see f demo object. Object means what? Instantiation of class. We create. Why we create objects? We create object of a class to call method, methods and variable of call methods and variable of that class. So why we create object? To call method and variable of a class. This is called method invocation, or invoking a method in Java. So first see here how to create the object. Class name, name of object, new to allocate the memory dynamically, and f demo, and again class name, and then constructor sign or method sign, then name of the function, and then display. Now compile it. No syntax error. Now you will get the output. See, first function called accept function. I will enter two values. I will enter 20 and 30. So sum equal to 50. Both the function has called here. Okay. Now in this program I want to show you the benefit of return type. As I have discussed you that this void is the return type which can return value. But here we haven't used any return statement, so it's not going to return any value. It will simply printing the value. Now this type of value it will return integer value. What I will do, I will write here int, and in the place of this I will use return n1 plus n2, return n1 plus n2. Now this function have a capability to return value. Which type of value? Integer value, because n1 and 2 is a return, and whenever the return type will be used, so you have to use this statement at the last of this function. So no statement is there, so simply only one statement I will use, return n1 plus n2. Now if you will call this, so this display function will return any value. Which type of value it will return? It will return sum of two numbers. So I will store the value in this particular sum, and I will print this sum. System dot out dot print, then now what happening here? Here it will not return the value. It will not print the value. Simply it will assign the value and n1 plus n2, whatever the value we will enter n1 plus n2, so it will keep with this display function, and whenever we will call display function, it will store in sum, and then after we are going to print the sum. Now compile it and see the output. Enter two number 30, 40, 50. So 30 plus 50, it's returning the value, but another method by using uh, return a statement, by using return statement. So this is the use of return statement. What type of value you want to return from this function, you can use that here return type, and one and two integers, that's why I have used int. Now I will show you the function parameter. This is the function without parameter. Parameter is not there. This is the function without parameter. Parameter is not there. Now I am going to show you the function with parameter, that what is the advantage of that. So simple, in one step I will do that. Display, I will take here int n1 comma int n2. Two numbers I have taken here only and written n1 plus n2. Now no use of this except function, so what I will do, I will put value here simply 30 and 50. What happening here, public int display int n1 and int n2 function parameter, and here that value when n1 I have given, so 30, so n1 become 30 and n2 become 50, so n1 plus n2, now what will be the output, 50. So this is called function with parameter. Function with parameters. Many more concepts are there, actual parameter, formal parameter. I will explain about this in the coming recorded videos, and also there are about the value type, reference type, how many types of parameter we can give in a function, about that also I will explain. Function overloading, function overriding, and recursion, about these things I will explain in the coming videos. So for today, what is the function and how we can declare a function, how we can call a function, that it is clear. I hope it will be clear, and how to call the function, that also is clear. So to call the function, you have to declare the object and all. Thank you, students.